That's ISO.
One Team, One Podcast back.
Did that say live stream starting soon?
It did. It's not a live
How
stream.
misleading is that?
A little bit. We're not
Dishonest
live.
media.
Huh?
Dishonest media.
The media is dishonest.
Mhm.
A lot of fake news out there.
Mm-hmm.
We
Elon
are.
Musk, should we talk about that?
We're not in the Fred's podcast house today.
Nuh-uh.
I don't know if anybody can tell.
We brought the podcast house to the church.
There's a fun house in the back over
This
here.
is the Fred's podcast church.
Yeah. St. Thomas More Festival off of Sherwood Forest. This is y'all's old stomping grounds,
Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
right?
We used to stomp all over these grounds.
That's
Yeah.
right. They are setting up right now for the festival. The festival starts on Friday through Sunday, correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
So, and I don't know all of the bands that are playing, but we're going to have some guys that come up here and tell us a little bit more information
For sure.
on the festival.
Tulane Billy being one of those guys.
Yeah, Tulane Billy's out here setting up. He just yelled at somebody.
Yeah.
Yelled hard.
Oh, yeah.
As
he does.
guys,
Yeah.
chill out. It's like, and everybody stopped.
Whenever I hear him yell, I just like take my phone in my pocket. I'm ready to hand it to him.
Lots of stuff going on. William is glued to the Pelicans. Just so happens the Pelicans are playing right now, Game 6. Also, the NFL draft is about to start in about 30 minutes, I believe. And we're at the fair.
Yep. And it's
Yeah.
a gorgeous day.
It is.
It really
it is.
is.
It is a great day.
It is really
This is
nice
perfect
out
out here.
Yeah.
We have free beer.
Mhm.
They're going to feed us. We're promoting the fair. We can still watch the Pelicans. And you think this is the last game?
No,
No?
I don't. I'm not gonna look ahead. I'm gonna enjoy the
Yes.
podcast and enjoy
That-
the game.
That is the way to be.
Yeah.
Just Pelicans playoffs in general. To me, that's the way you have to. Your attitude needs to be. We shouldn't have even been here,
Yeah.
and here we are. Let's enjoy the ride. Right?
Exactly.
And this is like we've been in elimination. I think you said that before. We've been in elimination games for like 3 months now, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's true.
We're not new to this.
No.
This is another. What day is it? This is another Thursday.
Yeah, just a Thursday for the Pelicans. What's the score currently?
13 to 8. Phoenix.
Phoenix. Okay. Yeah, it feels like they're flexing their muscles a tad.
Yeah.
Phoenix is, but
Yeah.
they think that they're playing in the conference championship right now.
Well,
Phoenix is the worst one seed I've ever seen.
well, they're missing their best
Worst?
player.
Yes.
They were.
No, they're fucking
They
not.
won 60. Yeah, they're not the one.
You're forgetting those Raptors teams from like
With Kawhi,
8 years ago. No,
Whenever
no.
The Bosch?
the number one
like-
Raptors seed that got swept by LeBron.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
who is even on that team?
Like
Was
Pascal.
Kyle Lowry,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was,
DeRozan.
those teams.
those are
sucked.
bad.
It was like Lowry was the best player on the
No,
team.
and I know
love
their
Lowry.
record is like they're 64 wins. I get all that, but
No,
like
they're fucking good though.
maybe it's just because Devin Booker's out. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
they play soft to me.
Yeah.
Like they're not like a powerhouse one seed in my opinion.
I don't know.
Maybe if they get to the next round,
the
I can see them
basketball
play against
IQ on
somebody
that
else.
team is really, really high.
Or am I downplaying the Pelicans? Are the Pelicans better than I think they are?
the
Maybe.
Pelicans.
Pelicans are better than you think.
Phoenix might not be the best 1 seed. The Pelicans are the best 8 seed probably of all time.
Okay. Ooh, of all time, he says. We're gonna have to do
time.
some research on that.
I mean, 8 seeds have made it past a 1 seed, but like
This sounds like a very good Twitter question.
Yeah.
Are the Pelicans the best 8 seed of all time?
That sounds like something we would definitely ask.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's a question we would always
Absolutely.
pose.
Brandon
Um,
Ingram just hit a free throw. Is this the best 8 seed of all time?
All right, we have the Saints 2 draft picks as of now in the first round. And everybody's – I think we were setting up and everybody was asking who the Saints drafting. And all y'all were like, who knows?
Yeah.
Dude, like, I've gone too many years trying to predict what the fuck the Saints are going to do in any pick in the entire draft. Like, it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Just sit back. They're not going to pick something you like. I'm going to be pissed off after tonight with the Saints.
You're going to learn a
And
new
then I'll
name
be
maybe.
Well, there's a
Probably.
name. Here's a name that I heard today, and I was like, "Who the fuck is that guy?" Northern Iowa tackle, and I was like, "Oh, great! We're gonna in one of these 2 first-round picks, we're gonna pick a tackle from Northern Iowa.
We've
That'd be
kinda-
so exciting."
Actually,
No.
if we picked a tackle, I actually wouldn't be.
I know. I
We're-
agree. We
we're-
need a tackle.
We're
but
losing Armstead, right?
Yeah.
losing
Yeah,
Armstead.
so we, yeah.
I mean, and
Could use one.
our former first round pick, Ruiz.
has been a dud.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably the biggest bust of, the past 2 decades. For the Saints.
Ramchek's still solid. But he'll either slide over to left tackle or stay at right.
Good. What's the kid's
Pete?
name from A&M?
Oh, yeah, the center. Is he center or guard now? I don't remember who's taking center.
Him and Ruiz were both like flex guys.
Right.
But I think
because that was
he's
weird
center
when
now.
they drafted him, because it was like, wait, or Ruiz,
When
I
they
should
drafted
say.
Ruiz,
yeah.
we had just drafted a center the year
Yeah,
before.
that was strange.
That was bizarre.
But all right, so in my opinion, they have to have a wide receiver in the first round. There's too many good wide receivers. I would. you just like.
I've said that the last 3 years. I'm like, there's no way we're not drafting a receiver. And last year we didn't draft a single receiver all 7 rounds.
And it's like you
And we
go
didn't
into
even
the
go get one
roster
in
with
free
only like
agency.
5 wide receivers,
Yeah.
and they aren't like none of them are good.
Right.
Okay, well, we should have Michael Thomas back.
Should have him back,
Mhm.
but you still need a second.
Oh,
Like we
yeah.
have no second. Like we have
Absolutely.
Traquan Smith, and that's
But
it.
it's not as glaring of a
Who
need.
is our second receiver right now?
Deontay Harris. He changed his last name, by the way. That's going
To
to
what?
confuse the fuck out of me all year.
To what?
I don't even know.
Is this like a
I heard somebody
Mama-
said, "Oh,
is this like
Deontay
a
somebody," and I was like,
Abdul-Rauf
"Who's that?"
situation or what?
No, he just changed. I think it's like a stepmother. He changed his name
Oh,
to
cool.
him, that kind of thing. But when I heard the name, I was like, "Who is that? Did we get a free agent?" Like,
Yeah.
it confused me. But if that's who they're talking about,
So what's
Deontay
his-
Harris,
What's his
seriously?
name? What's his name now? Let's see.
I don't know. Deontay somebody.
I'm looking at it. We're
Um,
researching.
but yeah, Traquan Smith is still there,
Yep.
and so
Troutman.
Troutman's a tight end though.
German's
Yeah,
name.
but he's a receiving threat.
Yeah.
Threat. We'll use the word threat loosely. He's got good hands, I think.
Um,
But I don't think we're going to take a tight end in the first. Hopefully not the first
no,
5-6 rounds.
no, I don't see that either. But the wide receivers that I know that'll probably be on the board would be Chris Olave
Yeah.
from Ohio State, Treylon Burks from Arkansas.
Man, he's a stud. I don't think he gets out of the top 10.
Oh, I think he does.
You think so?
I think he'll be probably like teens and all that.
To me, he's the best receiver in this draft.
Jameson, I think.
Here's the thing about Jameson Williams with Alabama is that he got hurt in that national championship game. He will not be healthy at the beginning of the year. So, like, if you want a guy that's going to be able to come in and play, he's not there yet. So somebody's going to have to be able to.
We don't need that though.
I don't know.
Because we're good enough to where by the end of the year, if he comes back, we're gonna need a guy who's a fresh receiver. More towards week 10 versus week 1.
Right.
I'm not saying we shouldn't
not
draft
even-
healthy
it's
players.
not
I'm just
about-
saying.
I don't think our first-round picks are going to be based on win now.
No.
I think they'll be based on future.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Especially
I think
at
if you're
16,
drafting the
18.
first round, if you're drafting first-round picks, to me, first-round picks need to be able to
Starters.
start.
Yeah, I agree. But I would say outside of the top 8.
I just think if we're talking about what we should do, that's a different question. But what I think
Unless it's quarterback.
the way
I
that
should
the
say.
Saints think is they think long term. They don't generally think short term when they're making their first round picks.
Mhm. Yeah, and some people are saying Kenny Pickett possibly as one of those draft picks, and I don't see them taking a quarterback in the
Haven't
first
haven't
round.
drafted a first-round quarterback since 1971.
You pulled that one out of your ass today too.
Yeah.
What was his name?
So
Archie. Man.
Archie Manning, that's pretty unbelievable
Yeah.
to think about it. The other thought that I had about quarterback was Sam Howell with North Carolina later in the draft.
Oh yeah.
Second, third round, if you can grab a guy like that. He was projected to be a first round pick
Before last football
junior
season.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he would have
He's-
came out.
He's the dark horse Heisman candidate every single year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard some Bo Nix
I remember
Heisman
his
talk
his,
again.
his freshman year. I remember thinking like he was like a Baker Mayfield like clone almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he just never took that next step.
He never got any better. Like
No.
never progressed. But yeah, I remember watching that week 1 game this past college football season.
Oh, against Virginia Tech.
And yeah, he did
couldn't
not.
do
He
shit.
could not manage a game.
Yeah.
He couldn't make good throws.
Did
like,
they get shut out that game? They might have.
I think it was.
It was like 17-0. I
I
think.
think the under hit for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There was an under that I won so much money on. It was Wake Forest. No, it was an over. Wake Forest. I nailed Wake Forest overs all year long. Wake Forest and North Carolina.
Sam Hartman.
Yeah, Sam Hartman against Sam Howell. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Sam Hartman, is he still at school?
I'm sure he is.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's a scrappy little
Big
fella.
moxie guy.
Mhm.
Big time moxie.
Yeah. Chased off
Um,
Jamie Newman, man.
Yeah. So Jamie Newman where is he? Is he USFL?
Great question. I have no fucking idea.
Poor guy.
Remember, he transferred to Georgia and then he
Yeah.
just disappeared.
Speaking of,
He got
The,
injured, didn't he? In the offseason?
I don't remember.
I can't remember now.
I can't remember either. Talk about a guy he was like Heisman thought of and all
yeah.
that.
Uh-huh. Was that last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Will?
Fuck, I can't remember what
Speaking of
happened.
Georgia,
no, speaking of USFL,
Oh.
Breakers are playing the Stallions tonight. Prime time, baby.
is it?
Yep. Oh, no, not tonight. Saturday. My bad. Saturday.
Okay.
But Breakers -4. Max unit play.
Well, speaking of Georgia, I posted this today. Traylon, is it Traylon? Traven Walker. See, I don't even know the guy's name. He played at Georgia, defensive end, and then all of a sudden he goes to the combine, blows it up at the combine, and now he's going to be possibly the number 1 pick in the draft. And I didn't even know he existed until probably about a month ago. And he wasn't one of the big studs on Georgia. I think he had like 9 sacks in his entire career. He's a senior. One of these guys that's just like a combine guy, and then now everybody's like, oh my God, this
Combine guy.
freak athlete that we can turn into an all-star or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you got to realize these draft picks, they're stud athletes, but they're also projects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're all league ready,
Those guys do hit a lot of the time, though.
Well, I can't
DK,
remember.
I mean, DK was crazy.
Yeah, but I can't remember.
And then he showed up, too.
Yeah, but I can't remember a guy drafted top 5 that did less in college than this guy. I can't think of anybody like that. That you just didn't do anything, and now he's going to pick top 5 in the draft. It's unbelievable. Derek Stingley, you think he's going to go?
Where's he being mocked to?
I've even heard 3 to Texans. To the Texans. I don't know what their needs are and all that stuff.
What are their needs? Everything.
Yeah, the
They
Texans.
Offense and defense.
They need guys that can play both ways. Yeah. Man.
I have some thoughts on Derek Stingley.
Let's hear him.
Okay. You want me to say it?
Well,
I think you know what I'm going to say.
I just know it's going to be negative.
It's very negative.
nobody's ever said I have some thoughts on something, and it's positive.
I mean, the guy's so talented.
Okay. We're off to a
And,
good
yeah,
start.
He is.
Audio picking up?
Yeah, he's extremely talented. Hold on, we're gonna check something real quick on the audio. We're gonna scroll down. Look at there, right there.
I didn't see the bar. I was like, oh.
So I think he's extremely talented, generational type talent at cornerback. I think the last 2 years he became a little bit of a prima donna. I wasn't gonna say what you thought I was gonna say.
I was about to say it.
Webb.
Yeah, I was.
There's 2 words I can use.
Yeah, I know both of them.
we're at a church fair.
We'll save it for the Fred's podcast.
Yeah, we're not gonna say it yet, but
There's children about.
yeah, I don't know what happened to this guy. Like, to me, he just became complete ego.
He just stopped caring.
Yeah,
Completely stopped caring.
and if he's not on a winner, is he gonna check out? Like, that's what I would be concerned about if I was an NFL team.
Yeah.
I think the guy's great, and I watched him his entire high school career here. But like, give me a break, man. I mean,
could see him having
how many games did he play at LSU? I mean, Jesus.
Played all 15 in the championship year. He played, I think, half in 2020 and then 3 in 2021. So that would be,
22.
Math majors. That's 23.
23 in 3 years.
23 in 3 years, yeah.
Yep. Just thought you would have way more out of this guy coming here. You knew he was going to be 3 and out.
I don't think that's necessarily like his character. I mean, well,
Not necessarily his character, but I think it's his character.
All I'm saying is it's something that it should have been. I'm sure it was a question that was asked to him by every NFL team that interviewed him. I'm sure was like, where's your head at, bro?
Yeah.
Because you're better than everybody else in the field. Like,
it's
if
also
you put your mind
a
to it.
20-year-old kid.
For sure.
You know.
Absolutely. It's like Zion.
Yeah, you can't. You got to.
No, for sure. I'm not.
It's
I'm not saying he's like a piece of shit or anything like that. I'm just saying he.
You said it before we got on the
very
stage.
clearly mentally checked out after the championship, and for 2 years he mentally.
I mean, aren't we
checked out.
saying the same stuff about Ben Simmons and Zion? Like, you just don't know where their head's at. Like, they're so young, and like the world is at their fingertips and all that kind of stuff, and like something happens like mentally.
I mean,
I think Ben Simmons has like an anxiety problem, like a significant anxiety problem.
I think you know,
helped
it's
by him being like the most hated guy in the NBA.
It's
Uh-huh.
partially that. I think a lot of it has to do, and not just with Simmons, but a lot of it has to do with complacency. These young guys get famous, get millions of dollars, and it's like, why am I grinding?
Right.
You know,
Right, yeah.
I made it.
Once they get their check.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. It's just like
That's natural, though, right? Like,
for some people, yeah. For Kobe, he never had enough.
right.
You know,
'Cause
he never had enough. He wasn't chasing money. He's chasing wins.
Well, that's because he's got that
dog in him.
that dog. I mean, he's got the highest DGI of all time, right?
Yep.
Should we call it the Kobe Cure?
Think
Oh,
about
the Kobe what?
It's too late to be thinking these things.
Yeah.
You know? It's not dog mentality.
But yeah, I think so. I think it's hard to judge a lot of these kids coming into the draft, like where their heads at. And, you know, and sometimes a new situation is all it takes for them to get locked back in.
Yeah.
A fresh start.
Yeah, but that's what the draft is for judging kids.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying you can't judge it all. You can't judge it all on, you know, mentally in college, and it's one aspect of a young kid's whole future. You know, what I mean?
Look, I even say that for guys like Baker Mayfield, like a guy who was, you know, #1 pick in the draft, Heisman Trophy candidate, or winner, should say, but like is in a terrible position in the NFL, like at the Browns, and I think he just needs a fresh start somewhere, and he's young still. I mean, he's probably 25, something like that, right? Like, I think he could still do well at at another place if he gets the right opportunity.
Yeah.
I saw something on Zion today, by the way.
What was that?
Somebody just floating a trade possibility.
We're not trading Zion
All right. So I know it was to the Knicks.
Zion, no.
to the Blazers for Dame.
Yes.
Yeah.
No?
Not happening.
Oh.
Why would? I mean,
Jack
trade a 21.
Jack has
You'd
some
have to
opinions.
consider it.
I mean, yeah, dude. Could you imagine Dame and CJ on the same team? they would
Okay.
win so many titles.
But Dame and CJ with BI?
Mm,
With a third superstar?
yeah.
I think we got perimeter though. Like we need inside.
No doubt. But you got Valanciunas inside. I mean, Dame and CJ never had in Portland what they would have in New Orleans.
Just talent wise,
Yeah.
I agree, but they were never really close in Portland. They made the Western Conference Finals one time, got swept.
That's pretty damn close.
I mean, got swept, but
Yeah, so
I throw BI in there.
and Dame's 30 something. Zion's
Is he 30-something?
yeah.
so that would be the drawback is you probably got like 3 years or so,
Yeah.
maybe 5 with Dame
Yeah.
with his scoring, but then you have a guy like my only question with Zion though is he going to stick around?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or you're just saying yes, that's the question.
We have him for at least
No, I'm saying
5 more years, I think.
Really?
At least. Because he's going to sign his first contract.
I think he's. I mean,
You sure?
He's going to want to sign the Supermax deal.
yeah.
Yeah, I know,
You
but
can't
like
pass up the money.
yeah, but if somebody else is offering the money,
No one else can offer
yeah.
what we can offer him.
The
'cause we
Supermax
drafted
is
him.
the Supermax is only eligible to.
for the same
To your
the team
first
that
team,
is
yeah.
there. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So he'd have to take a pay cut to leave here.
Yeah. And I mean, if we're
And,
if
you know,
we're
it would
winning,
be a pay
he'll be
cut
here.
in salary, but you go to wherever, some big market, and you can get more money in sponsorships and all that. So
Okay.
I get why you would leave monetarily, but I don't know.
Well, let's-
I think he signs a Supermax deal because most guys do.
Let's
That's what
change
AD did.
change the subject a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about LSU football spring game,
Oh,
and
yeah.
y'all were at the Zurich, so
Yeah.
we'll
So I
talk about that too.
Didn't get to watch it, but I did go back and watch the highlights of it today. What
Okay.
did you watched the whole thing? So you
I thought it was good. I thought it was all right. So the first half, our offensive line looked like poo.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever the defense wanted to get through the line, they
They
did.
did, yeah.
If they ever wanted to get pressure on the quarterback, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Daniels,
Yeah.
I'm going to always confuse that. Jaden Daniels can scramble for sure.
Yeah,
And I
he's
think
fast.
whenever he stepped up in the pocket, he's super fast.
Yeah.
But I don't see him making any plays as a quarterback other than just running the ball like
Mhm.
that.
I thought he had some pretty
If our offensive
iffy
line is
throws.
shitty, like it could be, he's going to need to be used.
Yeah. Well, unless
A package guy.
what I'm thinking,
Packages.
which was
Wrinkles.
that
Wrinkles.
Nussmeier looked like the best quarterback.
Okay.
Didn't you think?
I thought he looked good.
I thought he looked so comfortable, and if you have an iffy offensive line, a guy who can scramble like he can is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Here's my
just can keep his
here's
eyes
my
on the field,
thoughts.
stay poised.
There's been a lot
I
of
like Nussmeier.
there's been a lot of Nussmeier buzz after the spring game,
Mhm.
and I think part of it is, and I'm trying to be, because I was Mr. Negative with Miles Brennan a couple years ago. Like
Go ahead, say it. Do
2020
your thing.
Mississippi
Do the
State
Mississippi
first
State
half.
thing,
Oh my
the
God, I
Mississippi
can't
State
get it out of my
first
head. Blah
half.
blah blah blah.
Okay.
So it's
It's
out
over.
of my head.
It's over.
Now I'm like positive on Miles Brennan. I feel like he is got more of a
Dog mentality.
no. I won't say that.
Okay.
I think he's got more of a steadiness that you'd probably have out of like a veteran quarterback.
He's matured.
Matured. I don't think he's going to make a lot of mistakes, and I could see a guy like Garrett Nussmeier making mistakes because he's younger. I think he's got a lot of potential.
Mhm.
Nussmeier does, and he has the potential to have really good days like he had. But I still think that Kelly's going to go look at a guy like Brennan because he's steady hand and a guy that can take the wheel as a fifth-year guy.
Cool hand, Luke.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you.
And at the same time, all right, let me say this too about Miles Brennan in this game. He still looked good. I think he still looked good.
He looked exactly the same to me as
So,
he did before.
that
And
is
I
part of my
know-
point,
And I
though.
know he looked good in 2020, and he had
That's
great
part of my
year.
point. I think
But I
people
didn't
have
see-
Miles Brennan fatigue now.
No, it's not even that. It's just that, like, I didn't see any progression from him from the last time we saw him.
Right.
And, like, where's the progression? Like, he's a sixth-year guy.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the progression? I don't know. I just don't see it.
But I think there's something to that with the LSU fan base as far as, like, okay, we've seen Miles Brennan play.
And he's so good. He's so good. And this is a great situation that we're in because I think Nuss and him are both really, really good quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think
and then, you got Jaden Daniels, who is a proven guy.
yeah, and I think they have
and
to.
Walker Howard, who's a fucking 5-star. So
Yeah, and Kelly
quarterback room's in a great spot.
and Kelly has to manage that room the right way so
Mhm.
one of them doesn't transfer. So
Yeah.
you have to do that too.
Yeah.
So it could be something where you're trying to keep one either. I don't think Jaden Daniels is going anywhere, but you got to keep either Brennan or Nussmeier there,
Mhm.
so that if they transfer, you're not screwed in the depth chart. You know.
You know who Nussmeier reminded me of a little bit?
Peyton Manning.
Archie Manning.
No, I was going to say Johnny Manziel.
Eli.
No, I'm just kidding. He reminded me of Ian Book in his Notre Dame days,
That's who reminded you of that?
Nussmeier.
Okay.
except if Ian Book had a stronger arm.
Huh.
I don't know, just like the size is very similar. The way that they scramble is pretty similar. Like I think Nussmeier has just an edge to him. Like he's not afraid to take a hit. That's exactly how Ian Book was. And obviously that's a Brian Kelly guy.
Yeah. Just
I don't know.
going off on a quick little tangent here.
Go for it.
Steven and I, Steven's my brother, younger brother. We went to the
Plebes.
Really good at
Saints-
basketball.
Yeah. Saints Dolphins Monday Night Football game this past year. Ian Book's first career start.
Okay.
Terrible.
Yeah, it was. I think I
That was that game that we were missing our entire team though.
Yeah,
It wasn't
we
just
had
quarterback.
we all had COVID and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that was.
We were missing the whole.
I still have a
line.
bad taste in my mouth from Ian Book, and anytime I hear it, I just think of 4 hours wasted, money wasted in New Orleans. So, but he was fantastic in college.
Yeah.
I
No,
really
he
liked
was-
him in
He was
college.
very good.
What do you think about the comparison of Nussmeier to a Baker Mayfield?
Yeah, that's who I thought he looked like in high school.
Mhm.
I thought he looked very similar to Baker Mayfield in high school. Another guy I think of is Matt Corral.
Okay.
He's not the same.
Not the
quickness.
runner.
He's
Yeah.
not the same quickness, but he's a good runner. I like the Baker Mayfield comparison. He doesn't have the same build. Baker Mayfield's a very stumpy
It's
guy.
not just the size either.
He has
I think it's a little bit of the attitude. Like he's got this confidence.
Yeah.
Likes to talk.
It's another
like,
reason I think of Corral too, because
Yeah.
I think he's got that same kind of.
I saw a lot of people trying to compare Nussmeier's attitude to Joe Burrow, and I'm like, easy guys, let's calm down. I do think there is something to that at the end of the day of like who's the locker room respond to.
Mhm.
Are they gonna? Because I've heard shit about Miles Brennan about like, look, he goes duck hunting and shit like that, and
Yeah,
like
well,
all
he's
the
a
all the
sixth-year
all the
guy.
guys in the locker room don't
He's
really
a
respond to that.
sixth-year guy, and I think most of the guys are newer faces, and Nussmeier came in with more of the guys that are on the roster right now.
Yeah, like Jack Besh. And
Yeah, Jack. I mean, him and Jack
Malik
Besh
Neighbors.
are roommates, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they were
Man,
roommates.
they were roommates.
Well, it's even more with Walker Howard coming in. So
he doesn't know Vine, so he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Old
no,
guy.
I don't know that.
Old guy.
Yeah, Vine was like I didn't do any Vine at all.
That was our thing.
We can tell.
I just discovered TikTok recently. So,
This guy's looking at. No, he's looking at the mirror. Never mind.
oh, okay. You thought he was looking right at you? Yeah, they're setting up currently for the fair. Setting up currently for the fair. I see there's ice machines coming in. They're setting up tents currently. We're going to have some guys coming in here to talk to us a little bit about the fair, the setup and everything, and how you can come on. So what's the score right now, Will?
28 apiece.
28 apiece. All right. So
Early second.
all right. Were y'all thinking about going to this game at all before the podcast?
If we would have won,
If
if we would have won the previous game,
I think we both
I'd
would've
be
bought tickets.
courtside.
this would have been a closeout, so you would have
Courtside
come.
my ass.
Right.
I could trip a referee.
Would have been fucking $500 a piece for that.
All right, we have none other than Mr. Trey Truitt. How you doing today, buddy?
Good, gentlemen. Thank y'all for coming.
Pull that mic up right up to here. Gets your
Get it
gets
loud
those
and
sweet
clear.
cheeks right
There
there.
we go. I like that.
There we go.
Yeah.
So
Coming
how are you
hot.
doing today? Tell us a
Doing
little
well.
bit about the festival. Got everything's getting set up right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is Thursday night. We have been setting up, I guess, since last Saturday. And so, yeah, welcome to St. Thomas More Parish Festival here in Baton Rouge. This is our 41st year, I guess, officially.
Okay.
Been going on for a long time. Started here on the campus, same grounds. Initially began as a kind of as a crawfish bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
First year was just crawfish. Some of the men's club guys, parishioners got together. And then the next.
You were 25-ish around
Man,
that time?
I was a non-existent at that point, it seemed like. But we started here, yeah, and then the first few years really was just kind of a crawfish bowl. Like, even had like a competition. And then it really started to grow with the carnival rides and all. And then over the years, it just evolved to what we see today. It's one of the biggest ones here in town.
Yep.
3 days. We start Friday at about 4 o'clock.
Mhm.
We go Friday night till 11. And then we open up again at 10 on Saturday. And then we do 11 o'clock on Sunday. So we
Okay.
have a combination of music, rides. We're really known for our food.
Mm-hmm.
Really excited.
Yeah,
We got
food's so
multiple
good,
different
man.
food booths. We do crawfish on Friday night, keeping that tradition alive.
Mm-hmm.
And then underneath the big tent, we start with our American booth, traditional American, food, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn dogs, like we do here in Baton Rouge. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta come get a fried Oreo
Got to get those
too.
and fried Oreos. So then we have our Italian booth, which definitely is one of the big mainstays. Traditional Italian po' boy, spaghetti, some Italian desserts in there. And then what's really been fun, has grown over the years, is our Asian booth. Our Vietnamese community here in the parish is real strong, so we do all 3 nights with our Vietnamese fair and the Asian booth. And then what probably most people know us for is our Cajun booth.
Okay.
So yeah, traditional. We have etouffee on Sunday, all kind of fried catfish, fried shrimp dishes, po' boys throughout the week, just awesome. And then what fair wouldn't be complete with some good old cold beer?
Oh
Yeah.
right.
And all other good things. We do have a wonderful family that still hosts our funnel cakes,
Okay.
and fried Oreos, as you mentioned
yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, a lot of what you're going to see are traditional, parish, county fairs we have right here in Baton Rouge on Goodwood. And it's just a wonderful event. We got live music.
Who are some of the bands that are gonna be here?
So I guess we have Buku Boogie. I think that's who's coming
Okay,
in
yeah,
on
yeah,
Friday
they're fun.
night. And
They were
then,
at my prom.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
I'm
who'd you
not
take
sure.
to that?
Huh? She's gone now.
Somebody, huh? She's gone now. She don't matter. Don't need to know her name, right? I'm trying to remember. I can't recall who we have for Saturday night. Sunday is going to be a mix of family fun stuff on stage. We do bingo. We're actually going to do bingo two days this year. We're going to do bingo on Saturday during the day and Sunday afternoon. Biggest thing I think what kind of brings us a lot together is the fun. We have some big raffles.
Okay.
So we do a $10,000 raffle on Sunday afternoon. It's really kind of culminates the whole festival as we kind of celebrate all of our successes. But we do a $10,000 raffle. We do a cash raffle, which is about $5,000. In a matter of giveaways, we have kind of different breakdowns on that. And then we have what we call the big ticket, and it's a big patio barbecue set, outdoor furniture.
Oh, nice.
So a lot of different options for people to participate and win some prizes. For the kids, that's where it's all about. St. Thomas More, obviously, we're our Catholic church community, but we are also a early learning center, a pre-K school, as well as we are a K through 8. A big part of our community, and so the kids just absolutely love it. So the carnival games, obviously, we have 14 rides. We have carnival games for kids of all ages, from the pre-K kids all the way up to, high school and college kids still show up and ride. The two to the extreme, but
the ones we can fit in.
The ones we can fit in. That's right. I'm starting to reach that point where it's not going to happen. But over to our left, which is really exciting, that's our little St. Thomas More, our parish kids games. And it's priced, for the family. So it's $1 per try.
Okay.
Kids win tickets, and then they get to go to the prize booths. And, so there's a little bit of a kind of a Chuck E. Cheese fanfare. And it makes it very affordable. The food prices, that's where we really work every year, is keep our food costs down. So everybody gets to still enjoy, $5 sandwiches. We're not really out to try to make so much money.
Not like Masters pricing.
No,
but
well, that'd be nice. We should think about that $2.50 pimento cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
That would actually hit.
Yeah, it would.
That's still one of my bucket list goals is to get over to Augusta and just to have that, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Some lemonade. So, yeah. So it's exciting. We do our best to keep our prices down. Beer's $3. I think even our premium's only $4.
Okay.
But food and drinks, a couple dollars. So easily family weekend come out. You can do, ride bracelets that we'll still be selling tomorrow in front of the school. But easy fun time for family to come out. It's going to have some beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Really excited about that. And you don't have to come and spend the whole weekend. You come spend a couple hours, or families can come all 3 days. It's really kind of up to them. And that's we're excited. St. Thomas More Parish Fair. We're stmfestival.com.
Okay.
You can get all the information about bands, times, food menus on there, parking, everything that parents, parishioners, locals need to know about coming out and seeing us.
So which one of these rides back here are you going to ride?
All of them.
All of them?
Well, if I could ride the little NASCAR kiddie ride, that'd probably be my first one.
Okay.
It's not the scariest by any means, but I think
It's a good way to start.
I'm a little fat for that one. But, man, To the Extreme is really the ultimate one. It actually it spins 360, and then it goes 180, and then it ultimately does a full 360 rotation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one's the big and bad boy. And then
Is people throwing up?
if they don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
So I have to tell you a fun memory as being on the festival committee. So I was the chairman of 2019. So that was actually the last year that we hosted the festival prior to the pandemic hitting us. The ride owner, Mr. Mike, or Mike Jr. as we call him, they'll stay on property. All right, and so we used to have a mass on Saturday night, and so we finished mass at about 11 o'clock, and we come out, and the place is quiet, lights are down low, and we knocked on Mr. Mike's door and said, hey, would you mind cranking this thing up? He's like, sure, why not? There's about 10 of us. Nobody else is around. We got the whole festival to ourselves. And he looks at us dead in the face. He goes, y'all want to see how fast this son of a bitch are going? I went, whoa.
Famous last words.
I went, what are you talking about? And he's like, for the festival, we really only have it on 1 or 2. I'm like, what do you mean? It goes up to like 4. And we're like, crank it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Crank it. And so on the normal goes, kids get to ride it. It goes over once. This thing went over 4 times on us.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
And that was pretty amazing. I have to say that was worth it. Just have like a private ride and be pushed to the limits of vomit coming.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But that was a really good time. I don't think I slept that night because I had all that adrenaline running. But yeah, we're excited. We got the traditional Ferris wheel, the
Tilt-a-whirl.
Tilt-a-whirls back there.
Yeah.
That's an exciting one. Everybody, I tell you, we did not get that in 2019. That was the first thing everybody complained about.
Mm-hmm.
So we now have that back. We have the scrambler and the remix, which is one of the big favorites. And for the first time ever, we have this yo-yo ride, which looks like traditional swings. We've never had that ride here on the festival grounds.
Yeah, they
And
used
so
to have
we're
that one
really
at
excited.
Mercy.
Yep.
I used to ride that one all the time. when I
And
was
so we're
little.
excited. It's always it's a unique partnership with our carnival company, Gold Star. They're actually out of Marrero, Louisiana, and Minneapolis, Minnesota. They have 2 offices.
Oh, okay.
They yard and storage down here in the south, and their corporate and their repair yards up in the north. But we work with them. We kind of give them our laundry list, and then depending on what's available, they bring us. So we are definitely one of the festivals, and we are not a fair. Let's clarify that. We are a festival. We are one of the few festivals that has the largest amount of rides.
Okay.
And so when it comes to like really getting a return on the family investment, you really just can't beat it.
Yeah, no, that looks like there's a lot to do out here. About a weekend's worth, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So my daughter, who missed out on her festival, obviously the last 2 years, and then when she
Right.
graduated here, she missed that last year. So this afternoon, I picked her up from St. Joe's, and we came over, and just to see the look on her face,
Yeah.
excited that she gets.
They're back.
They're back. But then she was like, "You got that one, Daddy? You got this one here?" So we're excited.
That's good.
It's and so what I'm really looking forward to, and I know not everybody gets to see this, is starting tomorrow at probably about 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
The little kids start coming out of the school.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So when they get a break, the teachers will bring them all out, and they'll start we call them the little duck walks.
Yeah.
They'll just walk them around and it's just the greatest to see their faces, see how excited they get. They get to start thinking about, I'm going to ride this.
That's great.
You and I are going to ride that. And
They start scheming.
that's what makes it makes it so worth it, because we're out here, our volunteers, our parents, we're out here every day from 8 a.m. to almost about 10 o'clock at night,
Mm-hmm.
setting up, getting tables and chairs, putting up tents. And it's all worth it once we see their little faces and see the families come together. So.
That's great. So ride tickets, you still have them.
So we'll continue to sell ride bracelets tomorrow.
Okay.
Still have merchandise on sale in front of the school from 7 a.m. to about 8:30.
Okay.
So ride bracelets, merch, T-shirts, festival bucks can be bought in advance, and that's it. Once we shut down at 8:30, you can't buy any more ride bracelets. But families still can come out and buy actual ride tickets.
Gotcha.
Right next door, right over there, and but you have that opportunity. And then if they do want to come and enjoy the festivities, we are a cashless program. So you will exchange cash, credit cards for what we call festival bucks. And festival bucks can be used in exchange in any of our food booths and game booths, beer tent, of course.
How much is a festival buck to an
It's
actual
$1
buck?
to $1.
$1 to
Same
$1.
as a unicorn to a leprechaun.
Yeah.
He knew it. He
good
knew what I
stuff.
was going.
I
That's
was
good
going to say
stuff.
the same.
Here's a question
I
for
don't
you.
want to go that route, right? Spearmint rhino. is that
Stanley
what they call it?
Nickel?
Is a shrew buck.
Do the 8th graders still come out tomorrow and test the rides?
Yes, they do. That is
Yeah.
one of our fun traditions. Now,
I didn't get to do it.
I didn't either. I was in
Yeah.
trouble. We must have been in trouble together.
Yep.
I
Oh,
can't
wait,
remember
wait,
why.
wait,
to
wait.
get in trouble.
We
Wait, hey, well, tell that story. What
Well,
happened?
I don't
like
remember.
detention or something?
Yeah. So
I just remember not being allowed to do
all
it.
I can't believe William Sherman
So
was
as
in
an
trouble.
8th grader, y'all get very few like 8th grade benefits,
Right.
but that's one of them.
That's
And
the
y'all-
big one, I
And y'all
think.
didn't get it.
So as we got closer to the fair, they kept threatening. You
Yeah,
best be
yeah.
on your best behavior, or else you will not test the rides. It was like, oh,
I saw that as a challenge.
That's an
It's a
empty
joke.
threat. Yeah.
Yeah.
You kidding
That's
me?
so sad.
And I think I was in there with the janitor.
But if you
And,
think about this, we test the ride. So if it's gonna go wrong,
Yeah.
it's gonna go wrong on them.
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe that might be such a bad thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It was a
Yeah.
risk aversion.
That's right. Y'all were
Yeah.
trying to miss out.
Yeah, I got in trouble on purpose.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't.
gonna be interesting.
was
We've had two 8th grade classes not get to do it.
Really?
And so, well, actually, yeah.
Oh, right, 'cause
Yeah,
they're-
2020's class, 2021 didn't get to do it. So this group's going to be, they're going to be bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
They're gonna be go
all
crazy.
geared up. So it's going to be fun. Y'all
So-
going to ride any? I mean, y'all going?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a,
I'll
I'm
go
a ride
with
whatever
mine.
on your ride.
Let's go, bro.
Let's start off with that extreme one.
Oh, it's a blast, especially
Yeah.
when the music's rolling. And the Pharaoh one, I will tell you this, my trick on the Pharaoh is don't sit on the end. That's where the G-forces are the worst.
Worst meaning highest?
Yeah,
That's
like
where I'm
it's
sitting.
gonna bust the gut. So if you sit in the middle, you're a little bit better off. Have we started the Pelicans game?
Pelicans
Yeah.
are on right now.
Uh-oh.
Up 4.
What are we predicting?
Man, my heart says Pelicans win.
What you got money on?
Money line all the
Pelicans
time.
win.
Say again?
Yeah, Pelicans
It's
win.
always
Okay,
it's Pelicans money line until we die.
Yeah.
Pretty strong. There we go.
Now, first pick of the draft just happened.
Uh-oh. What do we have?
Trayvon Walker. We just talked about him out of Georgia. Guy came out of nowhere. Combine guy just came out of nowhere, and now he's the
you
first
think
pick
he
of the
sucks,
draft.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't say he sucks.
He said he was a
A combine guy.
combine guy. Yeah.
Combine guy. Never heard a lick out of this guy. Jordan Davis is the guy we always heard on the defensive line for Georgia, and now all of a sudden this guy's the number one pick in the entire draft. It's crazy to me.
Wow. Where did he go?
The
Georgia.
Jacksonville Jaguars. So
They're going to waste away another
pick.
draft,
I
first
know.
round draft.
So yeah, that's a good one. Now, what's the score of this game right now?
36-39.
Whoa.
Pelicans are up 3.
Okay.
Second quarter.
Aiden Hutchinson.
And we're
went second.
home. That's right.
Yep,
yeah.
down in New Orleans.
Aiden Hutchinson to the Lions.
Okay.
Good
Hayden
pick.
Hutchinson in the line,
That's
so
a
it
good
could be
one.
Stingley
Ooh.
possibly as a third pick.
Who's third?
The Texans, who need, as William said,
Football players.
Houston's needs are offense and defense.
Yeah, everybody.
There's
No special teams. They're right on special teams.
special teams. Yeah, they shored that up last year.
And where do we have the Saints falling? We have 2
16
first-round
and
drafts.
19 as of now.
That's
There
pretty
was
odd to be that close. But then we traded up, right?
We
Or-
traded for one of them.
Yeah, there's talks of trading those 2 picks for possibly the 4th pick. But I posed this at work today. What about Deebo Samuel?
Ooh.
Like trading those 2 picks for
Because
Deebo
we need
Samuel?
he's a running back, right?
Well, wide receiver.
sorry. Okay.
He's like a utility guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like a Taysom Hill type.
What do you think about that, Jack?
Both.
2 firsts for Deebo Samuel straight up.
No.
You say no? Why?
Saints would
Because
do it.
you can get two of the best young players at 2 different positions. You know,
Yeah, I mean, I would
you can get a
take-
good wide receiver and a good whatever else you need.
Right.
You know?
Again, this is another situation. If it was me making the calls, I'd go get Olave and get, whoever the
A
best
tackle.
is.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Which I think that's probably what they're going to end up doing.
No more free safeties or defensive backs? I mean,
I don't think so.
I don't
I think the 2 biggest needs are wide receiver and tackle.
Yeah.
For
I'd
sure.
say that's
And some people still saying that we're going to take a quarterback, but that's not going to happen. I
No.
also don't think they're going to take
No.
a first-round pick on a quarterback right now.
And if we come out and take a defensive
there's
end,
no one
I'm
out
just
there
not
that's
gonna be
really
shocked.
that
Mm.
worth the pick.
They're saying Kenny Pickett, but I don't think he's good enough. Well, we appreciate it, Trey.
And this has been wonderful. Thank y'all for
yeah,
coming.
man.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
exciting times. Y'all come back. If y'all happen to come back, if y'all not going to Garth Brooks, come see me. And drinks and beers are on me.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm trying to go to Garth Brooks on Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. Though.
Ticket prices.
Well,
way
I
down.
will say
No,
this.
it'll be
More
free one.
important, don't worry about the ticket. Worry about a parking spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
And once you park and you're there, you
You're golden.
plan on staying there
Yeah.
Go to
till
Fred's.
Yeah,
2
go
or
to
3 in the
Fred's, yeah.
morning.
Walk to Fred's.
Yeah.
I can walk to my house.
I might even sign up for Uber come late Saturday night and make
No
some
kidding.
big cash.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's going to be a hell of a surge on that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you,
We
gentlemen.
appreciate it,
Appreciate
Trey.
it.
Have a good night.
Absolutely. So St. Thomas More Festival starting Friday, 4 o'clock. Come out and see these guys. Lots going on out here. So 2 alums right here at the table.
Go Eagles, baby. Eagles money line.
Notable St. Thomas More Eagles. What's his name? Shit. Donnie
Jones. Donnie Jones, yeah.
Yep.
Punter for LSU national champions in
Also got the High Grad,
2003.
Go Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl champion, too.
Super Bowl champ.
Who
Let's
else?
see. Travis Brock.
Yep. Scratch golfer.
Mm-hmm. He's a scratch golfer now, actually.
We really appreciate all of them for hosting us today. Free beer. We're going to get something to eat, I believe, as well. Somebody just dunked on somebody because William made the face. But
No, it's just Larry Nance being Larry Nance.
Oh, okay.
Larry Nance with just an absolute hustle play.
Okay.
Um,
As usual.
There he goes again.
Yep.
That's Herb.
But yeah, so this is going to be, as always, very fun weekend, and for the first time that I can remember, the St. Thomas More Fair is being hosted on a weekend with beautiful weather in the
No
forecast.
rain.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because these fields, I remember them being sloppy pits,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yep.
Not this year.
Sloppy Pits. That's what they call me.
The
My nickname.
grass looks fantastic on this field right now, but y'all were saying, yeah, it's going to get torn up, and
I'd play golf on this field.
Yeah.
it looks great.
It looks better than Copper Mill right now.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
say
bet. Speaking of Zurich, tell us about that.
Oh, it's
Let's give us
man.
some.
So we were on like the little fairway, 17th fairway for most of the day. We got like really good first row seats. It's a short, like 140-yard par 3. So we're just watching these guys, go right at the pin all day.
Yeah.
Into the wind, it was really fun to watch. We didn't see – there was a few close ones, and I say close, 3 feet. Close for me is if I can get it past the ladies' tees. So, it's crazy to watch those guys up close and see really how good they are.
Yeah.
But it was a good time, man. Shout out to Louisiana Travel Association for hooking us up with those tickets.
For sure.
Yeah.
Did you boo anybody?
All the
Jack
time.
did.
I did.
We also saw Willie Green.
Well, we were all talking about it because we got
I heard
to the
that
whole,
story.
Yeah, we
You
saw
tell
Willie
him a
Green.
second.
So
we all we got there before any of the golfers had gotten to 17.
Okay.
And we were all talking about it. We're like, all right, they missed the green, we boo. So
Waste management.
First guy comes up.
South.
First guy misses the green. I boo as loud as I possibly can.
But you're all by yourself.
I'm all by myself.
On an island.
Yeah. Everybody looks at me.
yeah.
I didn't care. I kept booing.
And then, so we saw Willie Green. He walked literally 3 feet away from us.
Looked him in his eyes.
Producer Sam,
Said,
looked him
"I
in
love
his
you."
eyes and said, I love you.
And then
I
he
told
got-
him
and
Pels
then
in
he went-
6, and he
And then Willie
disobeyed me.
Willie Green went and got the biggest win in Pelicans history.
Yeah.
That
Right
same night.
after.
That
Yeah.
same night.
Texans select
Wait, no, the next day.
Derek
Sorry.
Stingley from
Yeah.
LSU. So third pick of the draft, Derek Stingley.
Thoughts? Go Tigers.
On that note, all right, sponsors, we got a big shout out to Fred's. Fred's is now the
kidding.
official sponsor
Wish him
for
well.
football season for One Team One Podcast.
We locked him in.
Locked him in. So Nay and Mark, we appreciate those guys. We're going to be doing a lot more tailgate videos. I've even talked to Zach. Zach's going to be coming back on. He's been busy. He says probably July he's going to be back and available. So he wants to do some more videos, of course, too. So and he's saying he's in the corporate world, Zach is right now. But he's saying every time he goes to a new business meeting, they're like, man, I loved your videos you did last football season. And that's his way in.
Yeah. So he's gonna be promoting his video on on our TikToks now.
Exactly. Yes. So we're gonna get a sponsor from him as well. But we appreciate all of our other sponsors. Bocock Brothers Cigars. I'm smoking Maduro right now. Talked to Doug at Bocock today. He's gonna send us a couple more boxes of cigars. Courtesy Automotive Group, Brandon Lejean over in Lafayette, fantastic partner of ours, our original partner actually. Bank of England Mortgage, our audio sponsor for all of our podcasts. Patrick Michelson, we appreciate him. And Ounce of Hope Aquaponics. OunceOfHope.com. Yep.
What does that mean?
Ounce of Hope Aquaponics Cannabis Company, I believe is what they're called.
What's
rolls
aquaponics?
off the
What's
tongue.
the definition of
Aquaponics. I don't know.
aquaponics?
Google it. I don't know.
I don't even know how to spell it.
It gets you high.
I think it's like
Or in your case, it gets you sick.
Aquaponics.
Yeah.
I think it's
With an X?
I think it's got something to do with water.
Yeah.
Aquaponics.
Yeah, we appreciate all of our sponsors. And we appreciate St. Thomas More Festival for hosting us. Come check it out, Friday through Sunday. They're doing tons of work out here, so come represent the community. Offshore Wood Forest, they've been here forever.
It's going to be a good time.
Yep.
It'll be a lot of fun.
And with that, it has been One Team, One Podcast.
Logging out.